Hello and welcome back, and happy Sunday, guys and girls. So today we're going to do what I find are some cool budget wallets. Now, I do a lot of premium wallets on my channel. They are very expensive, and again, my collection is very expensive. And if you guys don't know, I like to have a wallet budget every month where I stick to it. It is tough, and I purchase the wallets, as you guys know, with my own money, and then I do reviews on them. So these are some of the wallets that I have that I bought, I think maybe a little bit before I really got into wallets, etc. So we are going to dive into this video. I'm just emptying this one out, and we are going to take a tour of my best budget wallets and where I found them. So a lot of these, no, I think maybe two of these are from Temu. Three. Okay. So first of all, we have a Chukya magic wallet. Now this is again minimalist carry. I think it was only like £3. There is a coin slot there, or you can put a spare SIM card or memory card. There is a few. You have got a pocket there for cards. I'll try that out. Again, I bought this, but I haven't really used it. You got more card slots there, so I'm just gonna quickly load them up. Let's see. Now, I'm sure I have done this before, and it is quite tight. It's like a PU sort of leather, so it's not obviously genuine leather, especially at £3 or whatever it was. So I have my cards all in the slots there, and the extra ones there, and some more at the top there. I don't have any coins to put in here, so I can't demonstrate that, but I'm sure you can get coins in there. Just got some notes. It's about £100 in cash. Right. So now this wallet is cool, and they call it a magic wallet because it doesn't help that I've had my notes folded up into another wallet, and you got to fold it into fours or quarters, and it's like now it's like an accordion. So I've just literally shut the lid on that. As you can see, it's the cash is lay on there like so. So if you close it, and then open it from this side, and there is your notes in under the strap, which is, it is cool. It's a bit gimmicky. Again, I do like buying things that are different, even when it comes to my premium wallets. You know, they are made by small makers, so they are unique and different. And if you went back this way, there you go. So it is a cool little wallet. You know what, for £3, yeah, I'd recommend it. I don't think it would last you a long time. I've never really used this outside the house, I've been honest. I bought it because it was cheap. I thought, yeah, I could do with that in my collection. Again, this box goes under the bed. It doesn't unfortunately make the premium rack can't get my words out today. So next we have, and this was £15. It's a company and they've got their own website, Gomatic. Sorry, I was trying to read that backwards. So it is a bit similar to my wallet that I did on the Apex. The proof wallet, sorry. So, hang on, can't remember which way this went now. So the cash goes in. Now, it is a very slim wallet, I'll give it that. It's different. So, I've got my cards in there, like that. And I don't know why it's actually pulled that down like that, which I'm not a fan of. Or don't know why it's done that. But yeah, I think that was the reason why. It is very flimsy. It's okay to get you out of a pinch and keep all your stuff in a safe place, but yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Again, I bought it £15, never used it. I've put my cards and stuff in there and that was about it. So I think the proof wallet does an amazing job. I think because it's with this, there's no rigidity in it. It's very flimsy, and it just collapses on itself, so I'm not a fan of that. Next, now this was off Temu. I think this was about £4-5. It's definitely under £5. So it's a billfold style wallet. Again, definitely not leather. It's that PU stuff. But it has got a lot of card access in here, which is nice. Now, if you're like me and you do have a number of cards and you are on a budget, I would honestly recommend it. I mean, for this, you know, a £5, you can't really go wrong. I mean, it's not gonna win any awards, it's not gonna smell premium, it doesn't feel premium, but for £5, what can you actually, you know, expect? You know, you can't really beat on it or hate it too much, because it does, as it says, it does, and it does a pretty good job considering the price. But yeah, I think without sounding like a snob, you know, moving over into the premium style wallets, it's, yeah, it just doesn't scratch that itch. So that's loaded. Yeah, the clasp is magnetic. I'd say that's pretty still thin. I know it's chunky, but it doesn't feel like a brick. And got more cards in there. Your ID slot. There is a cash pocket in there as well, so your cash can stay flat. And there is a zipper in there as well, so you can actually separate your cash, or maybe put some, I don't know, them wet wipes or something in there, or you know, smaller items. Oh, okay, so my £5 wallet, I've literally just taken my driving license out of the pocket, and I'll just show you something. Now, when I says it probably won't last, I literally was expecting it to last a little more than the duration of this video. But taking my license out, I've actually just sliced that there. So yeah, it's not leather. I think a blind person could tell you it's not leather, and it smells like cheap luggage. If you've ever smelled cheap luggage. Next, and this actually, I think this was under £20, but this has to be one of my favourite budget wallets. Now, it isn't like a nylon, it's Velcro, but it can hold a lot of stuff and a coin pocket as well. And it is a Nike wallet. Now, you can get similar ones out there, unbranded, probably even cheaper, but I'll tell you what, for a budget wallet, this is definitely up there. Now, this one I am very disappointed with, and again, obviously buying handmade premium stuff and then feeling it, smelling it, and then coming back to this is actually a pile of shit. Now, it is a branded one, it's a Timberland Pro, and this was £35. Now, just the feel of it at the minute, I ain't got any I've got my Keel leather wallet that I've been using, and that's what you can see me taking all my stuff out of. And it is different leather, as that's not Badalassi play blow leather. This is just, it's supposed to be top grain, but it feels like top shit. Doesn't smell like leather at all. And what I don't like about this is, and again, I think I've only used this for a week and then I've parked it back up. I think I was expecting a bit more from this, as you know, it's a branded wallet, and I think, yeah, I was just expecting a little bit more from it, to be honest with you, and it's quite disappointing actually. And like I said, for £35, bearing in mind this is handmade, premium, absolutely shit all over this, and this was £26 with postage. So Timberland, what are you doing? Literally paying for crap. So I haven't loaded it out fully, but as you can see, the cards are in there, and you have a cash pocket there. But what I didn't like is, it is quite thick. That is stupidly thick. Like, if you was to put that in your back pocket, no doubt you would get sciatica or a massive flare up if you already have sciatica. That's just a joke. It really is. I wouldn't put it in my front pocket, as it is quite big and bulky. And again, apart from that there, which I don't think buying something for the label is worth it, but that's all you're paying for. I wasn't a fan of this, I've got to say. Just wasn't. I have a few super dry stuff. Again, they're very similar to the Nike one I just showed you. Like that nylon stuff. Oh, I thought I found some money then. Some nylon. And I have another one. Now, I bought this one, but I never used it, as them snaps are just stupid. Like, that's just too much. I think out of the super dry range, again, it's a top wallet. This one was my favourite. Now, I bought this, I think, when I was about 18. I'm 31 now, so I've had this a very long time, and probably the longest I've ever owned a wallet for. little super dry top wallet, and you know what, it served me well. A lot of memories. It's getting a bit torn and battered now, but you know what, I think it really adds to it. This pop snap was actually black when I bought it, and now it's gone brass, so that was a very good one. And finally, just a little bit of fun. Now, there is actually a company that does make this style of wallet, but I wasn't really going to spend £30 on something that I was never going to use. So I ended up going on Temu or one of them sort of sites, and I bought a pair of denim shorts. it is a little funny wallet. What I don't like is everything's inside there, and it is a bit flimsy, so even the card holder. We are going to quickly just load it up, see how it looks and feels and stuff in there. And you know what, I haven't had any reason to take this out yet, but I think I actually would take this out with me just for a laugh, because it is a funny wallet and it ticks that box of being different. It's definitely unique. Put the cash in there as well. So even on the inside, you have got like a cash separator. So you can either put cash in the front of the cards there, or at the back, so if you've got different currencies. And it's magnetic as well, the button there. The back pockets, they can fit cards as well, which is cool. And then I'm just gonna fold it up now, so that folds like so. Again, for a wallet that's under £5 and it's different, you know, I think it's cool. You know, well, what's not to like? It's different. It's definitely a conversation starter, and yeah, it's different. It's cheap. I think again under a £5 from Temu or AliExpress or one of them sort of websites, but you can't really argue, guys. So I'm afraid we've come to an end. Now, this is one of the reasons why I do like the wallet sort of like hobby, because wallet is one of them things. I mean, there's probably other stuff that you can say as well. Wallet's one of them things where they cater for everyone's budgets, and you don't have to buy something premium. Now, I do because I actually like that, and I am fortunate enough, you know, I've got a job, I can afford stuff like that, but there is people that can't, and you know, that's okay, but you might still want something nice. And I think wallets is one of them things where you can buy cheap and have something that's still aesthetically pleasing, functional, and to hold all your stuff safe and secure, and to go with your outfit. I mean, again, £35, a generic, mass-produced, on the shelf, you know, wallet, compared to a £26 premium, handmade, has got a story to it as well, customized to how I wanted it. I mean, it's just night and day, and it's a lot smaller, and it carries all my stuff. I mean, even that folded, you know, there's not much in it, and this is stuffed. And I have noticed as well, I know I talk about it a lot, but at the minute, this is one of my favourite wallets. You know, I've been using it the last couple of days, and I'm really enjoying it a lot more the more I use it. So it is a very, very nice wallet. I do have some, oh sorry, I didn't see that in there. I have sort of bought, now I bought this because I didn't want to spend £100 on something that I could hate, but I wanted to try it out. So this is very similar to the Ridge wallet. I'm not going to load it up because I'm sure most of you have seen these wallets. I've got nothing against them. I just think they're a bit lame, to be honest with you. Function wise, they're a bit hard to use. Well, I think so anyway. I'm sure someone else might have a different opinion on that, but I'm just not a fan of mass produced stuff. I don't like that it's quite hard as well, so you could really feel that in your pocket, getting stuff in and out. Not really an ideal cash holder either. So I'm not really a fan of that, if I must say. But everyone's different, everyone has different needs. I do appreciate what it is, but it's just nothing for me. So I do have one of them. I did have another one that was cheaper from Amazon. I believe that one was about just under £20, and the other one was just under £15, which I had years ago, but I must have thrown that away. So that was my budget wallet collection. Now guys, thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it, and just a thank you to the new people that have come over to the channel, that are you know, wallet enthusiasts. Obviously I'm doing something that you guys like, and you must be like-minded people as well that are into your wallet and EDC gear. So it is nice that we are starting to have a little community going on as well. If you haven't already and you've just stumbled across my channel, thank you for viewing. Please like, follow, subscribe and share. I am on obviously YouTube and on Instagram, where I post, sometimes I post the thumbnails before the video comes out, so at least you know what's coming out. And obviously on Instagram as well, you can send me personal messages if there is anything you want me to review. Obviously we're working at a budget, so a Porsche 911 GT2 is out the question, but you know, if it's a piece of leather or a bag, we can look at that. Or if you simply just want to show me your collection or what you have, or what would you recommend, so that platform is there for that as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying your weekend and you enjoy what's left of it. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and until next time guys, thank you and night.